They just want to kill me. I guess that's why they're in the naughty pen. They were being dominated and just didn't leave yet. Why didn't you take their equipment off them? Ye are terrible at your job. Okay. There's actually a stun as part and parcel of the whole shockwave thing, so that's useful. Come on. No, it's not good. Okay. No way around it. Nope. We gotta plunge on through. Yup. Aw, come on, Gate. Don't side with the enemy. Smack him down, thank you. Grab it. Smack him down. Somehow I have a feeling we're getting close. I don't know, just cold intuition. Somewhere around here. Here it is! Is that it? The amalgamation. Christ, run out, run out, run out. Okay. The raven's down and the other thing's down. The wolf. 5. 8. Oh no, I just turned off my fire thing. Okay. Wolf and the raven's back up. Nevermore. Oh, and all that. Tree. Move. Wish the hound would stay alive long enough to just fucking tank for me. It's not meant to be a tank. Well, it actually is. It's meant to generate aggro, but I don't think on this kind of shite. Platinum Band of Renewal. 7.3 health regenerated per second, 1.8 energy regenerated per second. Not half bad. Still, I like what I have. Then, actually, I never replaced the Gold Band of Vitality. That's because that's not usable yet. No, I'm sticking with what I have. 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 Chain belt of the Drangao. The Drangul. And to be honest, I can't help but think of Fran now. The Fran Ghoul. I'm just imagining, you know, the Fran. I can't remember, is that the actress name or the character the actress played? The character the actress played in that one show. She played a nanny to some rich guy. Fran Drescher, that's the name I think of the actress. In which case I have no idea the name of the character she played. I think I've always just kind of just seen her as the, well, just referred to her as the actress's name. But yeah, I'm just imagining, you know, Fran as a zombie, still, you know, talking and whatnot, but zombie now. We'll lose a bit of health and offensive ability, but I would gain a little bit and defensive ability, as well as a bit of 3% armor and 8% health regen. Sure, that's nice. Fuck, 14% armor. How much would I gain? That's a lot, and it does look pretty good. Works well with that torso. I'll hold. I'm too used to Guardian's Will right now. It's a buffed up other thing. I have a skill here. Menhir's Will. It's basically a second one of them. It's very handy. Ooh, Flame Torrent is now level 8. Very good. Consensus is achieved. The Sanctum of Homestead is to fall within the fortnight. with the Herald making its steady approach from the north, nothing but conflagration in its wake. It falls upon me to render a force capable of assaulting the human stronghold from the west. The reanimators are tirelessly working within the cages, pouring the gift of the Aether into the humans and trolls we had gathered for the purpose. But the real work will be conducted within the barn. It is true that humans have proven to be difficult hosts. The mind struggles against a greater power it cannot possibly fathom. But the flesh, it is malleable, easily tainted. I look upon the corpses filling the barn with its stench of decay, not as a sign of how fragile life is, but as a canvas upon which we will paint the future of Karn. Theoden Marcel, shaper of flesh. Strong box. This. It's very nice that there's a path right through. Fractal lodestone. No. Tempting, but no. Tempting, but no. Didn't even get to use all the bodies. I guess maybe we interrupted, but then again, they were saying that it had been going every day, but now, you know, they had stopped. It was a constant thing, and yet suddenly, no, it stopped. So implying that they were finished, but they hadn't unleashed it yet. So maybe those bodies just weren't going to be used in it. They had too many, or they just weren't good enough. Ooh, didn't talk to you. The weapons master looks over those supplies and sighs. The damn shame about the cannons. This place will feel a whole lot safer if we had a few of those beauties mounted up on the walls. What happened to the cannons? We had no choice but to abandon them on the road when the Ethereals attacked us in force. Thankfully the bastards don't know a thing about artillery. What if I recovered them? Then I would call you insane. Treading into that area is nothing short of suicide. There's a reason we call it the conflagration now. It's overrun with Ethereals. Even the very ground will cook you alive with Aether fire. You like living? Stay out of that place. Just watch me. Oh, don't talk to you. Conflagration. Ooh, it's over there to the west, which we can't deal with quite yet.
The one you call Ulgrim has asked to speak with the Order of Death's Vigil, so I have come before you.
Okay, I didn't even mean to click on you. What is the Order of Death's Vigil? We are seekers and preservers of knowledge, trained in the ancient art of necromancy. We do not fear death. We embrace all that it teaches us, and through it become more in tune with the world around us. I see.
I have come to represent Kaiman's Chosen, as the one you call Ulgrim has requested.
Kaiman. Remember Kaiman's retreat earlier? Who are Kaiman's Chosen? We are the chosen of Father Kaiman, blessed prophet of Empyrean, guardian of the divine flame, and savior of humanity. And Kaiman's Chosen. Captain Sommer.
There was much commotion reported in the area around the gruesome harvest. I trust you have good news?
The abomination has been destroyed.
I see your reputation is well earned. The Legion thanks you for your service to the Emperor. With the ethereal threat crippled, we can now turn our attention to the cult of Thought.
So 2,000 iron, and 250 rep to both Homestead and the Black Legion, and 11,000 rep. I'm eager to get started.
My scouts have reported back from the lands to the north. The situation is far worse than I ever imagined. The cult of Thought is on our doorstep, and in great numbers. Worse still, they've been capturing farmers, travelers, even my own soldiers, and using them for their blood rituals. We cannot risk the cult bolstering their forces with chthonic beings. I need you to venture out beyond Sorrow's Bastion to the north and search their camps. Rescue any survivors before the cultists can use them as sacrifices.
What can I expect out there?
Terrors from the void. Crazed humans hell-bent on harvesting your blood for their heathen god. Unspeakable dark rituals. The cult of Cthon is a despicable group of degenerates that needs to be wiped out. I would not ask this of you if I did not think you capable. Will you stop the sacrifices?
I will rescue the prisoners like a fucking badass. Fuck yeah.
You have done well in destroying that abomination. I dread to think what it could have done should it have been let loose.
Questions? How do you know Ulgrim? I've known of Ulgrim by his previous title, the First Blade, although I was fortunate not to have met him in his working capacity back then. It was not until the days prior to the Grim Dawn that I met him in person. It was a mutual awareness of the ethereal conspiracy and the individual inability to counter it that brought us together. In the end, we realized the Ethereals already controlled too much of the government and could not be stopped. So instead, we set out to gather resources and allies to weather the invasion and launch a resistance. The first blade of the Emperor? Yes, the Emperor's spy master and assassin. His name was stricken from all the records. His very identity ceased. His very identity erased, so he could exist outside the boundaries of the law. This gave the Emperor great freedom in handling matters some would deem objectionable to the throne. All knew it, none would dare bring it to light lest they have a meeting with the First Blade. He was truly unparalleled in his art, feared by even the Nightblades of the noble houses, many of whom soundly met their ends at his hands. One might question the morality of his job, but not the ruthless effectiveness of his performance. I dare say he did deliver a form of justice to many corrupt and vile men. He silenced many conflicts before they could grow into larger, bloodier ordeals. The capital sounded like a treacherous place. Indeed.
Just the person I'm looking for. The others may disagree with me on this, but there's something I need you to do.
What is it?
There are 2 other groups of survivors in the region that we are aware of, but Somer and Creed do not consider them to be of strategic value. Frankly, I disagree. They may consist largely of fanatics, but fanatics aimed in the right direction can be a powerful force. I've asked representatives from both the Order of Death's Vigil and Kaiman's Chosen to visit here and speak to us. There is some obvious animosity between the 2, but perhaps we can leverage that against them. I would like you to be our representative. Speak to both of them. Learn all that you can and decide which of the 2 groups would prove to be of superior strategic value. I just don't see them working together, I'm afraid.
Like, look, he was saying fanatics point in the right direction can be great strategic value. Look at this fanatics pointed in the wrong direction. The cult of Charon. Whatever. Chiton. I keep forgetting the pronunciation. Look how dangerous they are, you know? Like, imagine them having their own cult, you know, working with them. That's not as shitty. You know? They could at least hopefully counteract some of their shite. Why don't you speak to them?
As much as I'd love to play politics again, Creed demands my attention at the war table. I'm asking you to do this because I trust your judgment.
Why? What can you tell me about the 2 groups?
Setting their fanatical beliefs aside, both groups have valuable resources at their disposal. Kaiman's Chosen may be religious zealots, but they are surprisingly well trained and should make formidable allies in battle. The Order of Death's Vigil, their powers over death send chills down my spine. But they are powerful mages and used to facing the world's terrors. I won't lie to you, it's not an easy decision.
To be honest, I'm thinking the Order of Death's Vigil will be useful. As it stands, the I don't know how many they have, but the Black what are these called again? The Black Legion is here, and they are meant to be the elite. Well, I was saying earlier, you know, they're from the sounds of it, they're elites, yet they're just political dissidents and whatnot. Apparently, they do get honed into being elites by being in the bloodiest conflicts. You know, I don't know how many are left, but you know, having powerful mages, it sounds like a good bolster, you know? And they're necromancers. Use some, you know, use the having some corpses and meat shields can be useful. Kaiman's Chosen, though, at the other hand, more warriors in the field, and you know, maybe some divine intervention will help out. We'll have a chat with them. I'll speak to the emissaries.
You have done well in destroying that abomination.
Oh, what do you know about the Order and the Chosen?
There was a time when I would have been tasked with tracking down members of the Order of Death's Vigil, but I think we're a little past the privilege of such prejudice. Kaiman's Chosen are fanatical heretics, but faith could be a powerful weapon.
Indeed. Oh, fuck.
I have come to represent Kaiman's Chosen, as the one you call Ulgrim has requested.
Tell me about Kaiman's Chosen. Christ. What we're the Chosen Father Kaiman, blessed prophet of Empyrean, guardian of the divine flame, and savior of humanity. Who is Father Kaiman? I know for some reason all my flash before my eyes was like a bodily or some like sexual organ. I don't know why, but Kaiman was associated with something else for some reason. That's just my mind. It associates things like you could see Keanu Reeves and think, oh yeah, Two-Face. He has not played Two-Face, but my mind will draw the connection. It hasn't done that particular one yet, but that's just the example I go with. Father Kaiman is their spiritual leader. He is blessed by Empyrean, the Lightbringer, first among the gods. By his word will cleanse Karn of the impure and the corrupt, starting with the abhorrent order of Death's Vigil, and ending with the eradication of the Ethereals and the Charions, who is Empyrean. Empyrean the Lightbringer is first among the gods. Under his just rule, the world experienced order and balance, feared the corruption of Void and the Aether. However, the other gods grew jealous of Empyrean's power, and they imprisoned him deep within the earth, locked away for centuries, perhaps millennia. But Father Kaiman has found the old god's prison. He communes with the Lightbringer, delivering the Divine One's word unto his chosen. What can you tell me of the order of Death's Vigil? They are abominations that twist the divine threads of life to their will, as if they were playthings. The order is a plague upon this world, much like the Ethereals and the Charons. In order for Karn to be healed, they must be purged. What sort of equipment do you offer? We are well equipped to deal with fiends infesting our world. There is something there to suit most fighting styles, but warriors who wage battle with physical, fire and lightning will fit right in.
The one you call Ulgrim has asked to speak with the Order of Death's Vigil, so I have come before you.
What can you tell me about the Order? We are seekers and preservers of knowledge, trained in the ancient art of necromancy by our Grandmaster Ouroboros. Him? Ooh. That's a little iffy. It just remembered the harpies. He fucking created them. He's done some shady shit. Maybe he's redeemed. Maybe he's changed. But I kind of doubt it. What do you offer? What do you offer the Black Legion? We are experts in the arcane and masters in necromancy. Why send living men to die at the hands of the enemy, when we can send loyal undead servants to battle in our stead? We will combat the enemy and preserve valuable human lives in the process. He makes a good point. What can you tell me about Ouroboros? Our master is eternal. He was there when the Arcovian Empire was young, and he was there when they fell to his curse. The Arcovians, much like the Urian Empire, shattered by the Grim Dawn, had persecuted necromancy and those who seek forbidden knowledge. They tortured their master, eager to learn his secret to immortality. In return, Ouroboros cursed them to eternal unlife. Since the fall of Arcovia, Ouroboros founded the Order of Death's Vigil to ensure that the pursuit of knowledge and life's mysteries would never again be threatened by the ignorant. Now that humanity stands at the brink of annihilation, it seems his teachings are more relevant than ever. We will return balance to the world, as our master had decreed. What is necromancy? Necromancy is the study of death and the forces of life that bind us to that final fate. To us, death is a mystery that must be studied, not some esoteric topic worthy of fear. What can you tell me about Kaiman's chosen? They are fanatics obsessed with an ancient fate, worshipping a non-existent god known as Empyrean. Anyone that stands against their tenets is a heretic, and worthy only of extermination. In that, they are no better than the Empire, which had persecuted the Order for generations. What sort of equipment do you offer? You should find that our equipment can handle many situations, but users of cold, vitality, and minions will find our arsenal to be of great use. I think I made my decision. What will it be then? Will the Black Legion fight alongside the Order of Death's Vigil against these invaders to our realm? The Black Legion will work with you. 5,000 XP. I'm now the spies with Kaiman's chosen. So yes, gaining rep with these will cause the Kaiman's chosen to hate me. And there might be, I doubt there'll be a way to flip it, but yeah. Start working against them and working with the chosen, but whatever. Splendid. I shall make the arrangements immediately. In the meantime, I would ask that you seek out our sanctum to the north. We've claimed a small crypt hidden in the mountains, still blessed of Sorrow's bastion. To get there, you must take the road north through the foul fields. When you've reached the old fort ruins, then you're close to our home. Once inside, seek